The NFL on EA Sports is in the Steel City at Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, PA. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Here we go from Heinz Field as Chris Boswell tees it up and boots it away. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Hey, so let's see, y'all couple? Yeah, we're married. Y'all married? Okay. Right now.
First carry for the Clemson man, Travis Etienne. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Well, there's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Second and 6. No, scratch that. Second and 7.
All right, so today we're here with Christian and
now Lawrence.
Yeah.
He'll buy some time right. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Scramble drill there, partner. Some teams have some pretty good rules for it. Others are just saying, make sure you work your way back into the sight lines of your quarterback, even if you take the play deep. And that's what they attempted to do on that one, unable to connect.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Running out of the gun with Etienne. A first down and more, Etienne. And all the way up to the 45-yard line. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense, because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get them about 5 yards.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
From midfield now, Lawrence. He drops this off to Ogunbowale. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game. You know you create those great mismatches, throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it. It really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too. And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
From the shotgun, Lawrence buying time to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on third down.
On third down, Lawrence being chased out left. He'll drop this one off with ETN. Touchdown, Jaguars! Travis Etienne from 17 yards out. And the Jaguars drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Returning from his end zone is Ray McLeod. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 13. A first carry for Najee Harris. And he'll use his blockers to get this up over the 20 to the 21. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Off the play fake. Here's Roethlisberger. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Rayshon Jenkins picks it off. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they?
And that ball is caught by DJ Chark for the Jags touchdown. DJ Chark there to make the grab. And the Jaguars are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll get this quickly out to Claypool. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And Harris is not going to get there. Great work defensively to stop him short. Fourth down. Here's Roethlisberger. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Ben's throw there, holding by Claypool. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
They go play action now. Roethlisberger. Open man completes it to Claypool. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. They hand this off to Harris. The tackle made by Calebon Chason. 6 yards left on 2nd down. On the give, this is Harris. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. Harris.
He fought for that. That's all him.
The 20 to the 19-yard line.
That's all nice.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 40 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage. But every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. This is Harris. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain that time.
I did not mean to shoot that 2nd down.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness.
That's a
think about running the ball here,
fucked up.
not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
Oh no. Trying to contemplate.
Final play of the half. It's Roethlisberger. Flush to his right. And this is caught on the sideline. But no, they'll say out of bounds. He caught it but was not in bounds. Incomplete. That's it for the first half.
Do it to Santonio.
We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Give it to me.
The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports.
Analytics.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
feel like got a good drive coming up. I need to stop by that defense though.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13.
But you didn't switch the cover.
They go play action with Roethlisberger. Here's Johnson with a reception. And they work this well upfield across the 45. On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger.
Y'all is funny. 5 versus 3 and 3 better.
Makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Play action. It's Roethlisberger. Flush. Now been hit, and he lost the football. It's loose, and the Jags grab it. There goes left side. That's what it is, baby.
Glad I was doing a one and done anyway. I was just trying to see.
For a Jacksonville score.
Do them again.
Damn, Javi done scored again.
The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that, and that's what they've done all game long.
Point after, right down the middle, and it's now 21-0.
Outside kicking you with.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Okay, franchise.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. He's got a man, complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Ray McLeod, 74 yards. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. No return here for Clay Brooks, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. Etienne. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 43 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Etienne with it. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
God dang.
On 2nd and 11 now. Lawrence. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Well, the terrible towels here at Heinz Field out in full force. Here's 3rd and long. Looking to throw, Lawrence finds the open target, Arnold. And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. They've got a pretty comfortable lead right now, but maybe a little too careless with the football that time for the rookie.
I think the key word there is comfortable. And there's 2 schools of thought on it. With that type of a lead, maybe you can take a few more chances because you have a cushion. Others will tell you, don't eat up the cushion with careless play. He'll learn to ride that line as he moves on in his career.
He's going to go up top for the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
On play action, Haskins.
Completion
here to Johnson. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line.
No.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Play action, Haskins.
What? No more cookies.
And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. 2nd down and goal. Haskins. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 3rd and goal, Haskins. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Jags are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. And caught it up, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Partner, that would look like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. A pass there over the middle to start things out. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Haskins will throw. And it'll be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And the Jaguars will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Well, time, I mean, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defensive side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly, and what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
53 yards on the ground for him so far. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. And the Steelers are right back in this football game. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. Complete. It's Johnson. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Play action. Now Roethlisberger. The throw for Claypool is intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Now here's a throw that's complete and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Lawrence will throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Arnold. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. And they'll run with ETN. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
But a spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the 2nd score there. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. That one looks like he'll throw here. They'll roll him out right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with ETN, and he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Travis Etienne, his 2nd touchdown of the night, and the Jaguars have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Test them out. I really wanted to try what that defense was.
This one away.
Defense was excellent. It was the damn offense.
Here's McLeod from his end zone.
Exactly as advertised.
And he returns this to the 22.
So it was all offense.
Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. They go play action now. Haskins. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And yet again, Haskins is intercepted. Third time. Wayshawn Jenkins picks it off. And the Jags
they pound. All they quarterbacks are extremely inaccurate.
On the defensive sideline, that interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play,
trying to grab my chips,
could have had our shutout.
Dancing to his left.
Thank you.
He ran through him. He punished me.
Looks to me,
can I have my tips?
Learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw.
So
maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively, and it'll bring up second down. On 2nd and 10, Lawrence. Sharks got it left side. Get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
Oh no, he picked Artis.
Quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play. Never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Offensively, another big chunk of yardage, Charles, but defensively, they had all this talk about trying to limit explosive plays. They have not been able to do that.
They discussed it all week, but they haven't been able to execute.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
The defense was advertised. The offense is Duke.
He's at the 50.
Dookie.
The 30, 20, 10, and he brings this one back. It's a pick 6.
I'm going to get off after this. I'm going to get back on later.
In the football, because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
Oswald good with the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the Jaguars. And that should just about do it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. Looking in zone for Jones. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are right back in this football game.
Had a chance. His offense was just dookie booty.
So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And it's going to be in the headlines tomorrow, and for good reason. They forced 5 turnovers in this game.
And while we were watching this game unfold, I kept thinking about when we did our training camp tour and something that you noticed along the way.
Get back on.